Hello crafties, welcome to another video. My name is Infinity and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make scrunchies. These are super fun, super quick little projects to do any time of the year. You can make them out of a variety of fibers. One fiber I probably wouldn't recommend using is wool because it can eventually eat the hair out with excessive wear and use, so beware of that. For mine, I either use silk, bamboo, combo kind of thing, cotton, or acrylic. Those are the best ones for the hair that I have noticed. They take about 15 minutes to make up, so if you are setting up shop or something or doing a craft fair, these are the perfect little mini giveaway items or selling items to do. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the tutorial. So here you can see I have this gray one and I will be working in the gray yarn again. If you don't know, I do have an Etsy store where I make up a bunch of these and I sell them. And I sell them in packs of 4 and I bind them together like this. So if you're interested in them, go check it out. My link to my store is in my description below. Alright, so what you're going to need for today's tutorial is a crochet hook. Bam. And you're going to need a yarn that corresponds with the crochet hook or vice versa, and you're going to want just a regular little black hair tie, hair elastic. So these are cool. Sometimes I stretch them out before I use them because when you buy them, sometimes they're really tense, and you kind of don't want that when you're trying to make these because the material has to stretch around the elastic and has to stretch out enough to wrap around the hair, and of course it'll go back, but you got to make sure it works for the hair. So what we're gonna do is make a slip knot, and you don't have to have a ridiculous tail. You can weave it in as you go or you can sew it in later, it makes no difference. I weave mine in as I go, and what I do is I insert my hook into the scrunchie and then I put my slip knot back on my hook and I tension my yarn, pull my little loop through there, and I chain 1, and that puts our stitches on our little ring. It almost looks like a magic ring, but anyway, what you're going to do is insert your hook into the little scrunchie band and you're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. And what I do is I make a bunch of single crochets. I make a row of single crochets around mine. And you can really use any stitch, but I find that these hide the elastic underneath a lot better. Also, if you're a beginner crocheter, this is a good project for you because it makes good use of the basic crochet stitches and techniques. Like I said, you can sew your ends in later if you are unfamiliar with that technique of weaving them in as you go. And you just want to go around the ring casually, making your stitches. Alright, something I did just there off a reflex, once I get close to the ending of my little row, what I do is I kind of stretch my band out and see if I can stuff some more stitches into this ring, because the more stitches the merrier. So you can do this a couple times, just kind of overfill it, because the more stitches you have on there, the less you'll see the elastic underneath, and the more full your scrunchie will look in the end. And row 2 is going to show you why. I'm just going to leave that little tail hanging out there. I'm not going to stretch this one anymore. I'm just going to finish it off with this last single crochet. And I'm going to insert my hook into that first single crochet that we made, and I'm just going to do a slip knot. Alright? And this is what row 1 of the scrunchie looks like. So now for row 2, what I want to do is chain up. You can chain up 2 or 3 honestly, but I chain up 3 for double crochets. And I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to insert my hook into the base of that chain 3, and I'm going to make 2 more double crochets in that stitch. Alright, and this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of the row. We are going to be putting 3 stitches into each single crochet. So like I said, this row will tell you just how full your scrunchie is by the time you finish putting 3 into each stitch. You're going to have this big, ruffly, fun looking product, which is really cool, and they're so adorable. I've gotten so many compliments rather on them. People really like them, and they're really common. Some people even I've seen use the velvet yarn. I don't know how velvet really works against the hair. I am a hair lover, and so I try to kind of look into the things that I make that go on the head, because I would hate for something to break my own hair out. So just kind of looking out for fellow crafties as well as people who buy handmade crafts. You're going to want to be careful. And like I said, this project is really quick. For those of you, well, nobody would actually know because I don't say this very often, but my camera has a 10-minute timer when I record, and I just started this project, and I have 2 minutes left, and I'm already almost done with it. I call it almost done because I did a whole row of single crochets. Like, all I have to do is go around it. So I'm just going to keep going on this, and I'll meet you guys back when I get done. Alright, and I am working into the very last stitch of my row. I'm just going to work 3 double crochets in there, and I crochet pretty fast if I'm in my zone, if you couldn't tell, when I'm not in tutorial mode. So I got around this after I cut off the video about 2 to 3 minutes, which is pretty good. So you figured 15 minutes tops for this super cool quick little project. Like I said, they're perfect for craft fairs. So now once I finish working my last 3 double crochets in the last stitch, I'm just going to close this row with a slip knot. Now it would be totally up to you on whether or not you want to do a second row or not. I personally just don't do them. Fits better for my aesthetic, I guess. I don't know. What would I call that? I have no idea where my words are today, guys. So I just chain 1 and I fasten off. And so now this guy is ready, and as you can see, he has plenty of stretch there. Can stretch out pretty much like I could before I put the crochet around it, and you can spread your stitches back out if you'd like. But that was the end of my tutorial. It was a pretty quick project, like I said. Perfect for craft fairs, perfect for like quick pop-up shops. I don't know, some people do that. If you're trying to stock your Etsy store like I was over the summer, then these are perfect. I'm actually going to make another one of these gray ones because they're going to be going into my monochrome set. Like I said, I have these in stock in my Etsy store right now. They are in 4 packs, and if you want a pack, then feel free to slide on over. It helps me pay for textbooks. So I hope today's tutorial was helpful for you guys. If so, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on awesome weekly content. I sometimes post project tutorials. I've been wanting to do that more and more this year, and like I said, now I have the opportunity to do so. So keep your eyes open for more projects coming up ahead. Also, don't forget to check out my other social media. I'm on pretty much everything except for Snapchat, and I also have a Teespring store with merchandise, quick little sayings from my videos, or just different little quirky ideas that I like to put on shirts. Also, don't forget to check out my coffee blog for free patterns, quick updates, blogs, of course, and then I also accept donations over there as well. And until next time, guys, happy making.